We're live. It is 3:04 p.m. Central Standard Time in the U.S. It is 9:04 p.m. BST. GMT, BST, CDK, PDQ, whatever. It's a Nomad Tech project. With Sam and Joe coming to you on New Year's Day 2023. So that's easy enough to remember the date. So in case we timestamp this or date stamp this, it's pretty easy. Actually, I called the show, I think on the label, I called it New Year's Day 23.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. With a new logo. I hope everyone noticed.
Yeah, we have a new logo. It is technically, I guess, season 2. Why is it season 2? We don't really know.
Because we said so.
Well, I figured 28 episodes is pretty good for a season, considering a lot of shows now don't have. What's the standard show now that everybody watches on TV shows? Like maybe 6 to 10 episodes in a season, and then you don't see it for another 3 years.
How many episodes do you have in a season of a podcast, though, Sam?
Who knows?
We don't know. We don't know what we're doing.
I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's why we went. That's why we went to season 2, because we don't.
Just made sense. New Year. Hello, Jermaine.
Hey, Happy New Year to you, my friend. Is it New Year in the Netherlands? Do they skip New Year there? I don't know how that works. It's so far away.
They don't have years. It's
so far away from me. So I don't think it's New Year's yet. I think it takes a couple of days for it to be New Year's Day in the UK and everywhere else. So
to answer Jermaine's question, how did I make it? I only had 2 glasses of Prosecco last night. That's all I had. I know.
Yeah, what we could have done is we could have got
absolutely mullered. Yeah,
and then did a New Year's Eve chat. Maybe that'll be the way to end next year with a New Year's Eve, and we can just get completely annihilated and try to do through a chat.
We're saving that for when we have Chris on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And for those of you in the chat, I did reach out to Chris Barraclough, Techspert, and he said that he is extremely busy, clearly, but he will like to try to carve out some time. So maybe this month or maybe next month we can get Chris on for his first time on the show. That would be fantastic. He's a lot of fun to have.
Shout out to Jimmy. Hello, Jimmy.
Yep. Every Jimmy's there. Yes, and it is 2024 here. They just skip a year.
Yeah,
so that's how they roll in the Netherlands. They just skip years.
That's why Jermaine's always ahead of us.
Right. Well, you've seen some of the renders, right? They're clearly in the future. So
exactly. That's how he gets them.
He probably didn't tell anybody, but he was actually probably in 2023 last year.
Yep.
While we were all in 2024. Pretty much how it goes.
So what set tech did you get for Christmas then? What good tech?
This year? I finally replaced my Duo. But I just got the OG. I didn't feel like spending $700 because I'd have to pay out of pocket, and I didn't want to do that. And since the original Duo got Android 12L, so far it's been pretty good. I forgot how crappy the camera was really on this thing until I took a selfie the other day. I was like, oof, yeah, it's a little rough.
It's not why you buy it though, is it?
No, and not at all. And then on top of it, also I forgot that there's no NFC on this version, so I had to leverage a watch because I got kind of used to using the NFC on every other phone I have. So there was a couple of things that I kind of forgot. I didn't forget really, but I just got used to having the Duo 2.
Yeah.
I did, and I will say that before I had made the comment that I really didn't care so much about the camera bump on the Duo 2, and now that I've gone back to the original Duo, I kind of care about it now. The fact that it goes flat. It doesn't bother me. It's still okay. I would still use a Duo 2 with the camera bump, but it's more noticeable now if you go back to the old one.
Yeah.
If you go back to the old one, it's noticeable for using. So, although I've already had my first, I guess, catastrophic bug, I went to swipe up to go to, just close out an app, and it kind of looked like almost like picture in picture, and it would not let me do anything else. I couldn't close it. I could scroll inside the window. It was like halfway stuck between the task switcher and the picture in picture. It was bizarre, and it just would not clear. I closed it, opened it, closed it, tried to. So I just.
That's what I was about to say. Was it easy to get out of that, or it was just a nightmare?
No, it wouldn't. The screen I couldn't move it, and it was like right in the center of the right panel. It was
full reset.
I had to. Well, I just had to restart the phone, and then it went away.
Yeah,
I've already had. So I've been using it now for about a week or so, and now I've already had. already had like I guess a bug where I had to restart the device just to get it rid. And also too, the battery life is not very good. I'm having to charge it like twice and 3 times a day. And it's brand new, so it's just like, and I guess
is that because you've been off work though and using it more than you usually would, or
yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, especially I was the last couple of days I've been also it's a brand new device, so I'm still learning. It's still learning the battery charging and still learning all that. But I think Android 12L on the Duo original one probably does a little bit more battery draw just because.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe I don't know. That's just a guess. I don't know. I don't remember it. I just remember the battery being not great, but I remember being a little better than this. So this has kind of been an interesting revisit of the OG Duo.
Do you want to hear my exciting tech that I got?
I didn't get this for Christmas anyway, but yeah, what'd you got? A hat? You got
a toothbrush? Oh yeah, I did get a hat.
Yeah,
it's a Google hat.
Like a water pick, or like mechanical?
Just a normal Oral-B one. Yeah.
Okay. You got a toothbrush?
Well, do you know what? I had one last year. No, year before that. Sorry. And like within a few months, it wouldn't hold charge, and we should have sent it back and got a new one, but we didn't. So I went manual for over a year. And do you know what? I am happy to be back with an electric. I tell you.
Well, so it's rechargeable.
Yeah.
Oh, I have one. It's just bad. It's just AA battery. You just.
Oh, okay.
It's
2023.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's a toothbrush, dude. I don't like it. It lasts for
yeah.
It's like it's like it doesn't really bother me.
But it lasts a lot longer though. Mine lasts.
Yeah, I mean,
should last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I don't plug it in. I mean, I figured if I had one that had a charging stand, I would probably plug it in every. But my wife got a water pick, so.
Yeah, they look good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. I mean, it's still in the box because she has this tendency to not take the gift out of the box. But I'm not gonna take it out of her. It's really for her. I don't mind using it. So, but yeah, I mean, we don't really. I don't know about you and your wife. I don't really. Me and Becky don't buy gifts for each other for Christmas.
No, this year we didn't. We done like stockings, but yeah, that was it.
Yeah, and even the year and normally we do that. This year, and I in full transparency, and I know she'll probably get mad because I actually admit this, but we didn't put the tree up. I had suggested, yeah. I mean, I suggested putting up. We have like a little mini tree that she used to have at her old apartment before we got married, and I thought about putting it up, and I'm like, look, Anna and I were both working Christmas afternoon. We weren't having anybody over. We actually spent the day over at my parents' house. So it's like. And the girls are 21. I mean, we don't have children in the house anymore. It's just, it's like, I don't know. I didn't want to go through all the hassle of getting the tree out and then putting it together and then getting the ornaments and putting it all. And I just, by the time I realized I was being lazy about it, it was like already like the 18th.
So you didn't deck the halls this year then?
No, I mean, we put lights on the deck and we did hang some stockings on, we have a mantle. So we put their stockings there, but we didn't put anything in them because the girls were with us. Well, the girls were with us. They weren't home on Christmas Day. Christmas Day here this year was super cold. And there's still snow on the ground. So my one daughter she lives on her own and she went right to work. She came over on the way, to work. She stopped at my parents. So we all spent there, but it wasn't like 7 a.m. I have my daughters like they used to when they were girls, up and running downstairs, up at butt crack at dawn to open their gifts. There wasn't any, so there was just no reason to. So it was just lazy. That's what it came down to. I just didn't want to go through all the hassle putting up the tree. So
yeah, it is hassle. I don't do it though. My wife does. I did get myself something, but it resulted in getting rid of the Sony. I got the Oppo Find X.
Oh yeah, I think I have to admit I like the way that camera bump housing set up. I liked how it's kind of in the frame of the phone. It's kind of real subtle. You can see that it's obviously a camera housing, but the way they kind of, instead of just like the iPhone, it's just like, it's perfectly square. You know what I mean? It's got a real
looks organic.
Yeah, it looks like it's part of the frame. It's really subtle, but it's obviously they have to deal with the fact that there's a camera bump, but they do it in a really I think a nice engineering way. Yeah. And it's the 5. He says is that what phone is that? The X Pro?
It's X Pro. Find X5 Pro, yeah. I'll tell you one thing I like. It's a subtle little thing, but I really like the animations on this.
Oh yeah, fingerprint magic. Yeah, and he was also showing like he was also showing the reflection.
That's the free case you get with it.
Yeah, #free case.
A free case,
You
yeah.
should just put a
And
case.
plug in the box, please.
Yeah, maybe a charger, please. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's
80-watt for Super VOOC, no less.
yeah. Super VOOC is great charging, terrible name.
Yeah.
Super VOOC.
Awful name.
It's just a dumb name. It's like VOOC, Super VOOC.
Yeah.
VOC. I guess
Does it stand for something? Yeah, I was going to say.
Voltage over other charging. I don't know. I'm sure it stands for something, but she just called it something else. And
yeah,
Dan's
definitely.
using a different phone. He's our resident phone
Oh, yeah,
switcher.
he's got the X5 from he's got the X5. Who's he get it from again?
I don't know.
I
thought he
borrowed it off someone.
I thought he still had the Fold 4.
I think he's got that as well.
Oh,
I think. Yeah, he's always got a load of phones.
Yeah,
it's what we do, isn't it?
Well, it's what AT&T kind of killed all that because with all the fact that they don't have certified phones on the network, I would get a Xiaomi or a Huawei or an Oppo Find or even a Realme or an Honor. I'd like to try all those kind of devices and stuff. I'd like to have an Oppo Find in. I could buy it,
yeah,
but I can't use it
that
because I can't throw a SIM in that AT&T won't certify the phone. So, and I don't want to go into T-Mobile is not a good option where I live because I live out in a rural area. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. I really wish AT&T didn't do that because it used to be like I could import any phone and just throw the SIM in it and poof.
Just move to the UK.
No, I'm good. I don't want to move all the way to the UK for just. I'll visit, but
yeah, come visit. Come
visit. Let's see. What's Jimmy at? What are my thoughts on the Find N and the Flip N? Well, the Flippy Boy. Well, I love the Flippy Boy, Flippy Dippy. I haven't tried them. I know a lot of creators have. I mean, I don't know. Do you have access to the Find N? Because you got Oppo phones.
No, not yet. I'd like to.
Okay.
I'll have to find out if we're going to get it.
Yeah, that N2 is pretty stupid. I mean, stupid in a good way. Like I would love to try that, and I really honestly wish they probably won't, but I really would hope Samsung would kind of change their form factor. Maybe not to emulate that, but to get closer to that as far as maybe Duo-ish. You know what I mean? I think they really need to. I just don't really like the outer cover on the folds. I just don't think it's usable. It's just not usable. I mean, and it's a little better on the Fold 4 than it is the 3, but it's way, way better on the Oppo. So I'd like to
try that Oppo, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this aspect ratio when it's open as well.
Find into and the Xperia Pro 1. Yeah. I could get the Xperia Pro 1. Ironically, all the Sony phones are certified on AT&T. Even
they are, yeah.
The Pro 1, yeah. The Pro I or whatever it is. Yeah. All of them are. I'm just not getting a Sony phone because it's just getting us a pain.
I just remember where Dan got his X5 from. It was from Dave West. He's a top bloke. Real top bloke.
Matt's in chat.
Yeah. Matty,
Happy
Purposely Gaming. Our brother channel.
Yeah. So Purposely Gaming. Go check him out. Watch him. He was on with, was it Andrew? Was it last week?
Oh, was he?
Andrew. Yeah.
Captain.
I don't know. I think he jumped into Andrew's stream or I couldn't remember. I just remember they were doing a stream together. So
I have to look back at that.
Oh,
yeah, Dave is a great photographer.
We're on the wrong sides. Okay, is that better?
Do you know what? I know what Matt's saying because I did feel weird on that side.
Okay.
It was weird.
Was it like sleeping in bed? You only sleep on the same side of the bed? Is that how?
It did feel a bit like that. Yeah, I did feel awkward, but I didn't say anything.
My man. It's not. I don't think it's New Year's in where he's at either.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's like,
is it not?
No. I don't think he's on Earth really anymore. I think he's taking classes on Mars or something.
Maybe. The teacher knows all.
Well, apparently we were tripping everybody out because we're probably back on the correct sides. I honestly didn't even notice, but apparently everybody else did, including you.
Honestly, it was weird. It was weird, but I just didn't say anything. I thought I'm going to roll with this. It's fine.
Right. Well,
going back to Dave West, he's a fantastic photographer, and Jermaine made a note of saying that he really is. Check him out on Twitter, and he's got a YouTube channel as well. Yeah,
we've been trying to talk to Dave about coming on the show and giving some time, but he's extremely busy.
I need to reach out to him. Yeah, I haven't reached out to him for a while.
We'd like to get So we're gonna have the same. Obviously we're gonna have have some people back on the show, obviously, because we like to reach back out to the people on the show and see how they're doing.
Absolutely.
But we
Some
also
awesome
try to see if
people.
we can interject some newer faces. Well, newer to this show, not necessarily newer to everyone in here. They would have probably known most of these people.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, we're looking forward to it. Holidays are good. Work last week finally got calm for me.
Finally.
Well, mostly because at the end of the year, most of the federal government folks they're out. The last week of the year, usually that's when a lot of people are out, Christmas time and New Year's time. So a lot of those people are usually gone in holidays and stuff like that. So I got some stuff taken care of. Finally got some work done where I wasn't completely swamped. So yeah, work's been good. I don't know what else we can talk about as far as
Well, what we're looking forward to in 2023, mate. We've got a whole year ahead of us. What are you looking forward to?
I don't know. The show? Well, obviously
Pixel Fold.
Pixel Fold. Yeah, I think that I would really. I'm a little worried about the Pixel Fold just because it would be a first gen device.
Yeah,
and that's going to be. Although I think this time around, I think it seems like at least in the last year, maybe last year and a half, Google has gotten a lot of positive and a real good push with the Pixel line. Finally.
It's way more refined now.
Way more refined. The phones are a lot better. I mean, obviously after 6 versions of it or whatever, but also too, which I think is something they should have done from the get-go, which I don't understand why companies don't do this in general. They really did a huge marketing push, like literally between ads and radio and getting people hats and stuff like that, and it's really this is the first. I mean, Pixel's kind of and Google's finally gone all in on that stuff. So I really think that they really did a better job. And so I think this time around, I think if the Fold does come out, it's going to be funny. Is if they were willing to crap on them, they won't do it as much just because it's a first generation device and other as opposed to people were kind of like if it was in the Pixel 5 days of the way
they're just
I think
late the hell out of it.
Yeah, people would just destroy the darn thing, and so
they sponsored the World Cup from what you're saying as well. Like it just shows the extra marketing they're doing.
Yeah,
that wouldn't have happened a few years ago.
They're not getting foldable. Yeah, so that just it sucks. I mean, it's like I get it. Yeah, I understand. That isn't fair.
But Sam, think about it, that's only their second generation. So maybe they're holding off till they're really happy with it to come out more globally.
Maybe,
it makes sense.
Maybe, but it's from the people who I've watched who've had it, it seems to be pretty refined right now. And remember,
maybe
they can kind of piggyback off other people. Like this isn't the first foldable. They've had 4 years of looking at Samsungs, and don't think that they don't have Samsung Folds and they're pulling them into their R&D labs and they're pulling the things apart and reverse engineering. I mean, looking at how the mechanisms work and everything else, they do that. So they've had other people doing it. So I don't know. It's just I really honestly that's what I'm hoping for 23 that foldables become more like with the Pixel Fold,
Passport, whatever it's going to be called.
You know what? I'm okay with the Pixel Fold.
Yeah. Will it have that name? I don't know.
Well, the problem is you got to be careful calling it something totally different.
Yeah.
You want to separate the market thing, but you also want to. But Passport doesn't mean anything to people. I mean, I guess if you think about it, maybe everybody knows that a passport, is obviously a book style, document, right? But I don't think it ties together real well. But
Pixel book. Dan said Pixel book.
Yeah, Pixel book. But don't they already have a Pixel book? Isn't that isn't that what they call their?
No, but he's put it as 2 separate words.
Pixel then that makes it
totally different. Pixel book.
Genius. That's genius right there. All right, that's what it is. So
no one will get confused with that.
And yes, in 23, I am looking forward to because duh.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, we love getting the barbecue out.
Yeah, the barbecue. Yeah, absolutely. So I tell you, if I did move to the UK, I'd open up my own barbecue shop. I'd be a billionaire.
Yeah, you should do it.
Oh,
I told you move to the UK.
Yeah, I moved. Well, I could probably pull it off. I don't think the better half would let me do it. Plus, I don't know.
She might if you made loads of money.
That is true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we'll see. But
think about it.
Uh,
then we could do the podcast with you next.
Well, we got a bot. Check it out.
Yeah, our first bot. Was it our first bot? Probably our second.
I don't think so. I don't know how to turn. Oh wait, I don't know how to turn. Who cares? Anyway, whatever. So yeah, we got a first bot.
That's good.
But usually you can. Yeah,
I look forward to more of them in 2023.
It won't let me block it. That's weird. Like that doesn't have the ellipsis, the 3 dots where I can block it. That's so weird. Anyway,
it's taking over the.
Yeah, it's hijacking us. Oh yeah, DT. I would hope the head jack in 23 the headphone jack come back. It's not gonna. I mean, Asus did, and Sony. I think Sony and Asus will. I will tell you that if LG were still in the market, they would. That's what I miss. I think I still miss LG devices. I guess I don't know why, man. I always liked the way they're built. I always liked the build quality of them, and I know that other phones have similar kinds of build quality now. But you know, I to me, my favorite device of all was the G8. I love the G8.
That was DT had as well.
Yeah, that was the one that had the hand thing, and you know, you could do the gestures like the hand ID and stuff. I mean, gimmicky, yeah, but it was kind of cool.
Jermaine's got the wing. You got the wing as well.
I had the wing.
You had the wing, didn't you? Yeah.
I traded it for some other phone because they got to say it was. I didn't get it for very much, and they gave me such a great deal on the. I think I got the. I had the wing. I traded the wing in for the Flippy Dippy. They gave me like $500 for the wing, and I bought it for like $250. So I was yeah, it's like it was kind of. Also, I don't like the only thing I didn't like about the wing is just when you have the phone closed, it's too bulky for me. It's just. Yeah,
was it?
It was okay. I mean, I didn't get used to using like holding the phone and having the screen deployed and like holding on to watching videos. I don't know, it's just weird. Yeah, I traded it in. I know.
See, Sam, I think you should.
He hates me now.
How long you had the Flippy Dippy now?
5 months, 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, that's the time to exchange it now.
Yeah. So actually, it's been 2 months too long, right? And yes, DT knows what I'm talking about. I miss LG. I miss all those. I miss HTC devices. I'd like.
Well, they're still about. You mean flagship HTC?
Right. Well, and also now they don't have Sense UI. Now the new HTCs that are, I guess, in Taiwan, I guess they're just using, basically like a basic build of Android.
Yeah. Stock.
Stock Android, which is again not bad, but I kind of liked. I was a big fan of Sense UI back in the day.
Well, their widgets are still famous.
Yeah, I like the G8. I wish I had it. I wish I had one because I would rock that phone for sure. And I wish, and I know it won't happen. I would hope that in 2023 a company would go back to a retro metal build phone.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But how would that work with the antennas? That's the only thing, isn't it?
I mean, seriously, you can have a ring. I mean, you can do it. Just have a metal, but then in the middle, you can find a metal that is conductive. There's got to be a way to do it.
Yeah, there's definitely ways of doing it.
Not a way to do it.
Talking of someone who could do it is Barry. Just come in.
Yeah, Barry Johnson's in the chat.
He'll tell you how to do it.
I left a bot when I came in. How's the chat doing? Chat's doing good, man. Actually, we got quite a few people here today. So I guess it's New Year's Day. Everybody's just hanging out at home. They're finally waking up. Maybe if they're recovering from a long night of adult beverages, possibly. Yeah. That's
adult beverages.
Yeah. Well,
the thing is, I don't let Saoirse have Coca-Cola. That's an adult beverage.
Right. Well,
that's what I tell her.
Rum in it, right? And yeah, and again, not any polycarbonate, but Nokia Lumia polycarbonate phones. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I mean, I understand I understand why you want to do the glass on glass the same. I totally get it. Makes total sense. I don't know. I miss things like removable backs and removable batteries and headphone jacks and different materials to have your phone with. I mean, because honestly, if I had an HTC with a metal back, I would not use a case. I wouldn't care if I cracked the screen. It wouldn't even matter to me. It would just be.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a case. I'd just have a screen protector and that's it.
Yeah. That's all you need, really. Not them fruit shoots. I don't know why I read that weirdly. I read it differently. I don't know why.
Fruit shoots.
Yeah, it's just
Saoirse loves them. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Fruit. What's the fruit shoots?
Oh, it's a little drink kids drink. Yeah, it's a little thing you get in everywhere basically.
Oh, is it like
and they charge a ridiculous amount of money for them.
A little plastic thing. It's just like a purple,
yeah, with a little
Kool-Aid
pop-up
drink kind of thing.
Yeah, little pop-up bottle thing, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she loves them.
Fruit shoots.
Fruit shoot, yeah. We get the cheap, the Morrison's own brand one.
Oh, Jesus.
The cheaper version.
I thought the Fruit Shoots was the generic brand, but I guess
no, that's the actual brand.
Oh, jeez.
It's got a generic name, but yeah.
Yeah, Fruit Shoots. I don't know. It just doesn't sound right.
Do you remember Sunny Delight?
Yeah, we still have
that. You still have? Yeah, it was massive when it first hit the UK.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we still have. I think you can still get it around here.
Yeah.
It's not orange juice. It's just like orange flavored.
Just sugar. Orange flavored sugar.
Yeah. I remember they used to have commercials for that. Sunny D, dude. Sunny D. Mom, we got the drink. Sunny D. Yeah,
it was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yours in the chat. Holy cow, man. What are we doing?
Ibrahim.
Yeah, cool. What's up, man? Hey, we're having a good roll here. So, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what I'd like to see in 23. I know it's not going to happen.
We just want everything to come back. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I just wanted to, retro. Is not long enough? Is it not been long enough time to have retro back? It's only
Do you want them to make Back to the Future again?
Oh, God, no. I can't believe they're actually doing the Indiana Jones and actually Harrison Ford's in it.
Yeah, I see that today.
He's like 80. Didn't he almost die in a plane wreck? He crashed his own little personal plane, almost died in it. Now he says, we're going to do another Indiana Jones? Oh.
CGI'd.
I will. Well, and in full transparency, I will go watch it. I don't care how bad it is.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
But I mean, somebody told me that it was coming out and then he was still doing it. I'm like, what are they going to do with like action scenes? I guess they're going to have to do something.
Fair, the new Top Gun's awesome.
Oh, Maverick? Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a new Mission Impossible this year as well.
Yeah. Well, he does his own stunts.
Yeah, apparently he's done some quite dangerous one.
Yeah. 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 Perfect. Curse of the wheelchair, right? Yeah. He's in they about to break him out of a nursing home. Is that what they're doing?
Oh, God.
Well, I'm just, yeah. And then there was a.
So the other thing I'm looking forward to is Pixel Watch the 2nd gen when that comes out. Do you think it'll come out this year?
Yeah. Probably the end of the year, back end of the year. Yeah.
Be interesting to see how it moves on. And the Pixel tablet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rachel's in the chat. Happy New Year, Rachel. Welcome. Hey, thanks for everybody. We got the whole crew. This is a banging crew coming in.
We've got a goddess.
Yeah, Gigi. She's got you talk about somebody who imports and gets. I watch her channel just because it's fun, and also she gets all the import stuff. So if we really want to get into seeing like somebody actually use these devices, like the fine ends,
specifically foldables. If you're in the market for foldables, check out Gigi.
Yeah, Gigi's got it going on. Her channel's really good. If you aren't subscribed, do it like right now. Don't wait.
Just now.
Split it off.
Make it your New Year's resolution to watch all of her videos.
Absolutely.
Twice.
And follow everybody. Follow Barry. Everybody. Just follow.
Oh, yeah.
And if you aren't, I'm sure that everybody is. But if not, you should all follow them all.
Matt's had to put Rachel. He had to put it in, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, it's never going to. It's funny is that still is one of my most memorable shows and actually one of my most memorable complete and utter fails for damn near the entire show. I couldn't believe how completely stupid I mean, I was like, there's been many times in my life where I felt that dumb. Not recently, because usually I'm pretty thorough about stuff, but man, I just remember in my mind going, oh, what? And instead of trying to just try to make something go on, and then she calls me Reggie, so it just becomes
Reggie really suits you though, mate. I think
so. And really, what cracks me up is it just become kind of like a thing that we do. So whenever I join either hers, I'm subbed to her channel through her members only. So we do a live stream every, I think, a month or so. And I put Reggie as my name on my StreamYard, and it's just funny. We've turned it into like an inside joke. It's actually pretty cool. So but we will try to see if we can get Gigi on. And that's one person.
Oh, 100% have to.
So, and
we have to call each other different names. When we have
trust me, I think most of the people in this chat remember it because it was probably one of the few times I completely and utterly just screwed myself over for the entire podcast and completely was everybody remembers. I don't think anybody's ever going to forget that, nor are they ever going to let me live it down, which is perfectly fair. I probably
Sam, everyone makes mistakes. Everyone does.
I know, but boy, you can't. When it comes to a
And what
podcast,
do you know?
having
What
a guest on,
do you know?
you
What says a
can't
lot?
really make a worse
Sam,
mistake.
do you know what says a lot? Gigi's in the chat right now.
Right, because it just turned into just like.
So it's all good. It's all good.
Well, and the funny thing was, normally during those shows, I don't call people by their name, like when I'm asking them a question, and it seemed like. So this is how I know there's got to be some kind of a higher power, because literally every other question I asked her literally was like, "Well, what do you think about that, Rachel?" And she's kind of like, "What the fuck is going on?" Right? And finally,
she was so polite and just answered the question
with it instead of just and then finally somebody offline said, "My name's not Rachel." I was like, "Oh, jeez." But anyway, so yeah, it happens. But I definitely did not have I was not on my A game that day. But I took it in stride. I took the L. I realized that I basically blew it. And, she was.
That's why I have to have my name on the screen, because Sam will forget otherwise.
Steve, Roger, I can't remember what this guy's name is. So yeah, that was funny. That she thought the reason why is because she thought my wife, that Becky's name was Rachel. So that's why she didn't catch it. And then I think somebody was listening. I think Emily or one of her followers was listening. Goes, why does he keep calling you Rachel? And then it kind of like, but it was by that time it was already like 45 minutes into the show, and it was like, yeah, terrible. And of course, I had to say her name like about a dozen times in that show.
The only way that could have been better is if I then joined from the pub.
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah.
That would have been the perfect show.
I think we would have won the internet if we would have done that show. It was
we would have. Definitely.
But, so yeah, and this is an interesting comment she makes. She's talking about like, right. So people have great channels, and we were having this discussion too, because somebody the other day mentioned Marquez's, I guess, end of the year, and they were talking about on the Friday Night Fury that I kind of, and then Friday Night Fury finally we actually did a video, because I think he wants to transition to a video like we do kind of thing, which is kind of cool. So yesterday I was on last night. It was a little, or no, Friday night. I'm sorry. It was a little teaser kind of tester thing. Oh, and we were talking about that. And I'm like, but here's the thing. Marquez is fantastically talented, but it's timed. It's timing, right? He hit it right. I mean, here's the thing. If you think for 1 second you're going to get a channel with 14 million subs and you're a brand new tech person or tech YouTuber or creator, I don't think that's realistic anymore. I just don't. I don't care how much talented you are, because it's saturated. There's a ton of other stuff. And what are you really bringing that's any more, like people like Mr. Beast and, Marquez and Lou later, and like all these people, Linus, right? All these people that were in the tech space earlier, there's just no way to crack that now. It's just done. Right. Yeah. So just if you can get like Adam, Matlock, great guy, super good approach. Love his channel. 100,000 subs. I think if you can get a couple 100,000, maybe if you, I would say if you can get 250,000, I think you're probably, I think that's the equivalent of having 1 million subs for a tech channel, especially if it's
pretty awesome. Yeah.
For review focus now, I think that's about, I mean, unless you can, what was the last time? Have you checked last time that Chris Barraclaws, his channel kind of kept going.
Oh yeah. He's slowly creeping up.
Yeah. He's getting close to that 1 million mark. And I think, but to get to 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, I just don't think that's realistic anymore for any tech YouTube or tech review or whatever.
But anyone wants to do it as well, do it for the joy and fun. Don't just try and get to 1 million. It's like stupid. Do it just for fun like we do.
Right. Well, and I agree. And a lot of people don't agree with his opinions. And, and the funny thing is, and this always makes me laugh. So Howard Stern, the radio personality, right? He made a comment that when he was going, if you ever watch his documentary, Private Parts, the funny thing is more people engaged his show because they hated him because he drove them nuts. You know what I mean? It was almost like it was almost like it was so off-putting to them. They would listen to his radio show. He was getting numbers from people in demographics that didn't like him, who said, we think he's crude. We think he's rude. We think he's awful. We don't like his
He's hitting them numbers. He didn't care.
But but the radio station didn't, they were hitting the numbers. And so he almost got popular. So I think it's almost because, remember, think about it. What are you looking for, right? You're looking for engagement, negative or positive. So he can have a hot take. If he takes any attack on Twitter or about Android, if he goes after Apple, if he goes after Microsoft, he knows he's going to get people that are going to come out of the woodwork, because people have to come off. They have to read that comment. They have to get on their phone or get on their computer and keyboard kill him. Like, you're stupid. And I mean, seriously, that's why he does it. That's why people take these hot takes on there, because they know it's going to drive a debate and a discussion.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a scientifically proven approach to engagement. And that's what he does. I don't think he does it now. I think he's transitioned, but I'm saying is that level of success is not going to be copyable at this point. It's just not going to be. It's just, unless you can find another platform, and I don't see anything really upsetting YouTube at this point. So, but it was just funny. We were having that discussion about it. And again, I may not agree with him. Like I said, I took real issue with his Duo 2 commentary. I didn't like his review.
Yeah, he was not happy, was you? And rightly so.
Again, but I did make a comment. I didn't post on his channel. I didn't flame him on Twitter. I was just like, I don't agree with that. I think that's not only, I think that's objectively incorrect that the Duo 2 is worse hardware wise. It's just not right.
What's bad is people shouldn't go to his channel really for the Duo 2 review. Because, like, seriously, he didn't have enough time with it to. Right,
but here's the thing: they don't go to his channel for that review. They just go to his channel because he's talking about it. He could talk about the jacket that heats up on its own, like it's a self-heating jacket. He could talk.
Yeah, he could do.
And it was going to get 10 million because people are going to watch whatever he posts because it's like that. And again, he has kind of transcended the tech sphere. Like, he's been on Joe Rogan's podcast. He's interviewed people, right? And I will tell you, though, as popular as he is, do yourself a favor and do this experiment. Go find 100 people at random. Like when you're at the co-op or you're downtown, you're at a friend's house, random people, male, female, younger, older, kids, old people, whatever, don't care. Pick 100 random people and ask them who Marquez Brownlee is. Nobody's going to know who he is. 0 people. You might get 1, maybe 2 who have heard of him. But I guarantee you, in the public sphere, nobody's heard of him. They don't even know what he. And if they have, they maybe seen him on YouTube, like his thumbnails as suggested, but they don't know really what he does.
And then Sam, just for shits and giggles, then ask him if they know about the Nomad Tech project.
You'll get 0. So where is
imagine we got 1 though, it'd be 1 to 0.
But here's the thing that is put.
You made me say 0.
Right? Is it Zed?
No, it's Neil.
Neil.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
Anyway, but here's the funny thing in perspective. If you ask 100 people and 0 people know of MKBHD and 0 people know about us, we have the same level of visibility to the general public.
Yep.
Nothing. See? We're on the same level, right?
We're both nothing.
We're both nothing, right? He's nothing with 10 million subs. We are nothing with not that many subs. So, but that's what, I mean, it's just all about perspective. I don't know. And that was the comment I was, again, and I hate this because I can't, it seems like, well, why are you hating on him? I was like, I'm not hating on him. I'm being objective about how I see his channel. It's not hate. I don't want to do that because that requires a lot of engagement that I really don't want to do. Somebody was making a comment about.
Yeah, I don't hate, but I agree with what Jermaine's saying about his camera shots are terrible.
Really? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not good.
His camera shots with the phones are bad. Well, and here's the thing. Wouldn't you think at this point he would have somebody do that for him?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. That's the thing.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Is he taking those pictures?
Because a lot of people on Twitter were saying, don't hate on him. He's put a lot of work into this. No, he didn't.
Well, maybe not now, but his original channel? Yeah, when he first.
Oh, yeah, original channel. But now, like
a team of people.
He's got a team of people now who do it all for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he still works hard.
Nomad Tech and Wave 4, basically the same. Basically.
What is Waveform? Never heard of it.
Yeah. and I agree. And we're not hating on the channel. We just don't sub them. I've been subbed to Marquez's channel for a while. Can't remember the last time I watched a video of his. It's not because I'm actively skipping them.
I've not watched YouTube for ages.
I'm just not, I watch stuff that Gigi posts. If Jermaine has a video, if Dan puts on something, like Jeff, I watch all my other people, the people that I trust more, that I know. I don't know Marquez. Never met him.
Talking of Jeff, it's in Jeff's car.
Oh yeah,
the Camaro. That blue is beautiful.
Well, yeah, and the funny thing is, Ford makes a blue. It's just a shade darker, and they call it grabber blue. I'm curious what that color is. I almost bought that they just didn't have the car at the dealership. I looked at the Grabber blue. I thought it was sharp looking.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And that car's sweet.
Yeah.
That's a nice ride.
You can imagine Jeff in there with his glasses.
Well, I just want to take the thing
so
out that he mentioned that car to us on our show.
Yep.
So the whole world knew he was going to eventually buy a car because of our show.
It's exclusive.
That was it. We broke the news.
We broke the news.
Right. We're like CNN. Not really.
We are.
Anyway. Yeah, it's a cool car. Yeah, it looks great, and he deserves it. I mean, he was talking about getting one. He finally pulled the trigger on. So I mean, he took a couple pictures on tour. Dude, it's fantastic. It's like wow. Wish I could see the inside of it.
Someone tweeted that actually. I can't remember who it was. Someone asked for interior pictures. It was raining though.
Yeah, it looked like it was wet that day. So
yeah,
I feel like the part. See, this is a lot of like photographic stuff. I don't know what he's talking about. Depth of field. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that's what he meant. I was like, what the hell's depth of the UF? Okay, got it. But yeah. I don't, and I guess my question is, I wonder, is he actually taking the pictures or is somebody else taking the pictures? Is it a mix of both? He never really says. I guess he doesn't have to because it doesn't really.
Does he even see the pictures? Does he just get a script and?
Oh, I'm sure I don't think it's that
I'm joking.
Yeah, I don't think it's that disconnected. I think
he won't be. He won't be.
But I just and so we just do this because we like doing it, and I'm not trying, and I don't, and then we're asking like, why don't do review videos and stuff? Because I've done unboxings before. I said because you got to do like B-roll and editing, and I just don't have the time for it.
Sam,
let me walk that back. I have the time. I just don't want to do it. I just don't.
Sam, you don't have to do it in that style though. You could just be you and look like you are now and just talk about it.
Yeah, I could. I mean,
I'd watch that video.
I'll tell you, if I do get the Pixel Fold, I will do a proper unboxing video of it.
I won't watch that.
I would do a proper unboxing video of that.
I want to hear your review.
Yeah, I would do that.
I would want to hear.
Yeah,
unboxings. I don't like unboxings if I'm honest.
Right.
I don't know why. I used to spend hours watching them, and now I think about them like, why did I do that?
I did an unboxing.
Boring.
I did an unboxing.
I've
done unboxing and unboxing. I've done both. Well, I would say I boxed, but I got beat up. So that really didn't count as boxing. I mean, I was in the ring with gloves on, and I got my face punched in a bunch of times. So I have boxed.
Who was that against?
It was a buddy of mine who actually was he needed a sparring partner. I never boxed in my life. And he's like,
you stupidly said, yeah, I'll do it.
Well, yeah, I didn't. Well, because it's cool. And yeah, he just beat the piss out of me for like 3 minutes. And I was like, dude, I don't want to do it. And it had head guard on and everything. And it was just terrible. I mean, it was bad. I think I hit him. Maybe. No,
that was yourself. Your arm flung around. And
yeah.
I'm so unfit.
I think I maybe landed a couple of blows. They didn't have any sting on him at all. I mean, it was bad. I mean, I couldn't get near the damn guy because he kept moving around. I mean, he was quick. I mean, he was I haven't talked to him in a long time, but yeah, he's like, hey, you want to come in for a couple minutes? And another thing too is, holy cow, if you've never like fought a sparring around for 3 minutes for boxing, you want to talk about being gassed. I was tired as hell, and I had decent endurance. I was like in my early.
Imagine how the big heavyweights. Imagine 20s. How difficult it is for them.
Yeah,
under the lights.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's the amount of endurance you need for just especially if you do MMA and stuff. It's just insanity. It's
crazy. Yeah. I'm so unfit. It's unreal. That's why I do a podcast. I just sit here.
See, I have DT telling me he wants me to do an unboxing, and then Jermaine comes in and basically says they're boring, and I'll suck at it.
Yeah, I'm with Jermaine. The unboxings are a bit boring, if I'm honest.
Yeah. So you have to go out of your way to like really spice them up. Like
you do.
This is great. It's got his case in it. I was like, I don't know. Or to have music. I don't know. Who knows?
See, that would be a great unboxing.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. What? No charger. This is horse shit. Like throw the box.
See, when I said I got a toothbrush for Christmas, I should have said it like that.
Yeah. Look at this. It recharges. I can do it like once every 2 weeks. Get the molars, bitch.
I'll tell you what is good. If you push too hard, it goes red. There's like a little light that goes red.
What is that?
It's quite cool. So if you're pushing too hard on your teeth or on your gums,
you're pushing too hard.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That's
does it brush? You just stick your face in there and just brushes your teeth?
No, see that That's what should be happening with the cost
you
of
just
them.
basically have like a mount, and you put your face, in the mount.
Yeah.
And then it just.
Sam, do you know how much they cost? They're ridiculous.
Oh, well, mine was like $7, but it's battery operated. It's just a little.
Me and my sister bought one. Me and my sister bought one for my mum, right? Half price sale, 85 quid.
For a toothbrush?
Yeah. Seriously, Sam, look them up. They're ridiculous. They cost a lot.
But why do you have to get a rechargeable one? I don't understand. It's like something you don't use, but
otherwise it would go flat and it's useless. You've got to be able to recharge it.
And of course, yeah. No, you don't have to recharge it, but you replace the battery. You're using it twice a day, 3 times a day for.
It's not good for the environment. Batteries.
Oh yeah. Well, then explain every phone that we have, right?
Yeah.
And of course, Aditya has to take it there. A toothbrush glory hole. Oh God.
There's probably, if you search it, there's probably one out there.
Oh, I'm sure. Somebody's like then the toothbrush comes out instead, like a water pick. Like, not anticipating that was happening. I thought that was.
It's just gone the wrong direction. Right. Next subject.
Well, again, let Aditya went in.
The thing is, they're called Oral B, so that kind of go.
Oral D, more like it, right?
Yeah. Oh God.
I know.
It's a new line.
That's right, man. That's the D line. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
That would cost a lot of money, though.
Absolutely, it's not cheap. But it'd be a lot more enjoyable. I think people brush their teeth a whole lot more, and they'd have a lot better oral hygiene.
As long as you don't use it for both uses.
Oh God, yeah, that would be terrible. Yeah, it was Oral B by chance. Probably was. I don't know. So.
Oh God.
Yeah, Oral D.
Oral D. We're sponsored by Oral D.
No, we're not. We're sponsored by extremeskins.co.uk.
Extreme Skins, that's the one.
There you go. Yes, they go down. That's how it goes here. They don't actually go downhill. They actually fall off a cliff. Downhill actually indicates there actually is some kind of resistance. Yeah. Our show, it's literally off the edge of a cliff. It's straight down. And
it was already in the pits, Sam. Happened in season 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're already kind of down here, you're not too far to the ground to hit the bottom, right? That's how it goes.
There's a rope being thrown down to us. We're not even bothering. We're just staying down here.
Yeah, I mean that's what season 2 is. The show. It's season 2. More low expectations. That's what it should be called. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say something. I forgot. No, I got
Oral D just killed it for you.
Right. Oh, and then of course, as soon as we start talking about the bad stuff, boss shows up. Oh yeah, talking about extremeskins.co.uk. Check them out.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
If you did, we had Christmas. Maybe you decided to be nice to somebody you care about and bought them a skin for their phone because they like to scratch it up, or just they have a black or white or just a plain phone and you want to give it a little bit of color, a little bit of jazz, and protect it at the same time. Just check them out.
Perhaps you got some Christmas money.
Yeah, they don't take gift cards. Although you probably can maybe work them a deal if you can send them. I don't know if you've got gift cards for a local food establishment in the UK and you want to trade them straight up for a skin. I'm sure they'll probably work with you as an alternate source of payment. Give them a try. But anyway, if you don't, you got to pay for it anyway. Reach out to them. They're good chaps and ladies over there. They'll take care of you. They'll get you all sorts of good skins. Cover almost every phone you probably will have, and even some you probably don't think they probably have. Check them out.
That would be weird if you bought them skins, though. But
yeah, it would be really weird. So check them out.
Not got.
Our channel sponsor, extremeskins.co.uk. Check them out. They're open 24/7.
Yep. And they always have good deals as well. So
they always
follow them on Twitter. You'll know the deals. Alternatively, if you go to Matt's Twitter, Purposely Gaming, he's got a discount code on his as well.
Yeah. So if you need, I think it's 15% off, I believe.
Yep.
So and Lenny's in the chat. Our
Mr. Bonds,
who I can't understand for the life of me why he continues to let us do the show on his channel. We're terrible, and his channel is really good.
Because he don't normally turn up, so he doesn't know how bad we are.
He's oblivious to it. He's like, Jesus, what have these guys been doing for the last 10 weeks?
He's like, someone gave him a heads up, like you better check them out.
Absolutely, because these guys are off the chain. Now they're talking about Oral D and toothbrush glory holes. This place is it's out of control, right? So, but yeah, check them out. Purposely Pixel. Check out the YouTube channel. Lenny's done a great job. He's had a lot of content. Talking about pixels. The content is really fantastic. He is definitely one of their ambassadors and a stand-up guy. We appreciate him and the entire team over at Purposely Pixel for letting us basically schlep along on their channel and just kind of hang out and have and have it available there.
I'm going to commit to do more videos this year, Sam.
Is that your resolution for the year?
Yeah, I said more videos than last year. It can't be hard. I did 3.
I was going to say, because I mean, again,
about,
4. If you only did like 2, 3 would be an improvement, and that's not a whole lot. That's one every.
I did 3. Did
4
3
months. Yeah, well, good job.
Longer, yeah. No, I'll do the podcast. To be fair, if you added them,
and DT's right. Genuinely high quality stuff, price really good. Discount code make it. You're almost stealing from them, and if you are, they'll tell you you're a thieving little dick. They'll tell you, and don't put it on wrong either. I made that mistake, and oh boy, yeah. So you should really check them out. Lenny does a great job over there at the Purposely Pixel YouTube channel. You should go check them out. Get him a sub, follow him, because obviously the Pixel Fold, if it does come out, Lenny's gonna be, his team's gonna be all over it.
Lenny's great fun on Twitter as well.
Oh yeah, it's a blast, and he's always got he gets to rub elbows with all the hobnobby kind of folks, right? Because he's that guy. We're not that guy, guys, people, humans, whatever. Lenny does a good job. He's a fantastic guy, and we really appreciate.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll continue to help out the channel in season 2 of our show, and then continuing episodes on the Purposely Pixel YouTube channel. Fantastic group of guys over there too.
Yep.
So, God, we're at 50 minutes already. Funny thing is, I thought we weren't going to have a whole lot to talk about today.
There's always stuff to talk about.
Yeah, especially if you get me on a show.
Yeah, once we get going, and our lovely people in the chat keep us going as well.
Absolutely, and we've got a lot of good people in the chat today. I mean, normally they're busy with stuff and work, and it's a Sunday, it's a family day. I get it. So I know they listen to the show because I do see we actually get some pretty decent downloads on the podcast, and so it works out pretty good. Although it was weird last time I posted the one for El Jefe, and it was weird because like the title I guess I must have saved it wrong or did it weird or something, because the title it looked like it doesn't have an episode on it, and then it looked like Sam and Joe again, but then I came back the next day and it had El Jefe.
And it fixed itself. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, but it said Sam and Joe in the title, but the description said Jeff. So El Jefe, I was like, oh man, I've got to admit,
I've been lazy. The last 3 shows, I think it is, I haven't made a thumbnail.
Oh, I know.
Lenny's breathing down my neck.
Oh yeah, you need to make.
He's really angry. He's getting the whip out.
Yeah. Don't, Aditya. Don't. Just don't. I know it's coming. As soon as he said it, I was like, no, sir.
Don't go there.
He's going to go there, but just don't go there. So, but yeah, it's
I've made today's thumbnail already in advance.
There you go. Yeah, and don't forget to like.
Oh yeah.
And also watch. Give them,
or listen. We are a podcast.
Course, and then, and it's funny is I didn't think about it, but we told Aditya to kind of stand fast, and there comes Dan. Because he's going to pick up the.
Yeah, there's lots of things Lenny likes, but let's not get into that.
You're not derailing the show. I just know when the comic gold nuggets hit for Aditya. When I hear certain words like, yeah, I already know that Aditya is his mind.
To be fair, Aditya's so smart, he could make something out of anything. So don't worry, just whatever you say, he'll make something.
Yeah, he'll help you out. Plus, he also asks really good questions, and he's very knowledgeable about
knowledgeable
about the tech space. I mean, he's been around the block.
He's a good friend.
A younger guy, but has a lot of phones and a lot of tech and a lot of engagement. He's always on everybody's channels making good comments. He's fantastic.
100% expect to see Aditya on here at some point 2023.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially because this season, if we're going to do it by year, we essentially would have somewhere in the 45 to 50 episode range. So we're going to have to fill that with lots of quality guests, and we can get them on. What?
That sounds like a backhanded way you said that. We're like, yeah, we're going to have to fill it up somehow.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't want to just have, return guests. I want to try. And the funny thing is,
we have mixture.
And I wanted to have, and we had a lot of shows. It was just me and you, especially when we had guest gaps, I guess is the best way to describe it.
I don't think that's a bad thing though, Sam. I quite enjoy the odd one or two with us.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think most people really kind of like having a little bit of a mix, like not having a guest all the time where it's just us kind of thing. But I have reached out to a couple, Chris and a couple other people, and then also we'd like to have, Wanabin and Jermaine and all those people. And then, of course, people in the chat we haven't gotten in. They're like, Gigi, we haven't gotten her on the show. And I promise.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, I'm about to call Rachel just because I might as well at this point. Because
we will have Lenny one day as well.
I don't know. He ducked us pretty good in season 1. I'm pretty sure season 2 is going to be easy. I mean, it's pretty much, I'm not doing it. That's pretty much how it's going to go. He really doesn't have to duck us. He just says, I'm not doing that. Yeah,
he's like, nah. I've got a street cred.
Yeah, exactly. No,
he's in New York, isn't he? So he's
no, and absolutely not a detail. We're not scraping the bottom of the barrel. There is no bottom of the barrel. We are the bottom of the barrel. We're actually the ground below the barrel.
We're scraping up to get you a detail.
Right. Absolutely. So we got to get. Yeah, we'll have some guests on. We'll try to do some fun stuff. We have a new logo. We're trying to, and I'll ask earlier for some feedback, and I got some good feedback from folks about different kinds of guests. Somebody said like Greg Oles and something like that. And so,
a few people said that.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. And, we'll try to get some guests on and try to have good topics. Obviously the tech that's going to come out in 2023, obviously the S23 has already been talked about. We know there's going to be a new Pixel Fold and probably a new Pixel book and a Pixel watch and a Pixel set of phones, at 8, right? An 8A or something like that. So I'm sure we'll have tons of stuff to talk about, and it'll be a good time tech-wise. That's the one good thing about having a tech-centric podcast and or show. There would never be a shortage of commentary.
I will switch up to the S23 Ultra, probably. Be interesting to see what that's like. There's rumors it might be flat screen.
Yeah.
That actually appeals to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll see.
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, it's going to be an interesting year, and we'll try to bring you some really good content. We'll try to do some good shows, and hopefully, we can increase the subscriber count to like 1 million. No, I'm just glad to have the incredible group of folks we have on that show up every week. We honestly, I would do it probably if I didn't have anybody in here, just because I like to do it. But the fact that everybody here can come in and really have a good chat and really engage and have everybody, it's really, really fantastic.
For everyone we have in here, it's worth 1 million of other people's channels, I tell you.
I did reach out to Issa. I haven't heard back from her. She's been busy with the holidays and probably with her content and stuff.
Oh, yeah, Issa's great.
Issa's going to be a challenge just because of her time zone issue. It's going to be like probably one of those 10 o'clock in the morning kind of things. And even that day, she was even up really late because I think it was still like in the wee hours of the morning. So, yeah. I'd love to have Issa on again. She's fantastic. We had a good talk. And Josh Fagara, although they used to do their Technically Together podcast, and I guess they got busy and they haven't done that in a while. I used to kind of that was pretty good. It was a pretty good little show. Listen to them kind of talk back and forth and stuff. It was kind of a couple show. I actually kind of liked it. But yeah,
they're both good characters.
They're fantastic people. So we'll try to bring you some good stuff in the new year. Absolutely. And she does a lot of stuff too. I like that isn't just phones. She'll like vacuum cleaners, and she's got the little, I don't know what that thing is. It's the little Osmo, the thing, that little square robot looking thing that like.
Oh yeah.
I don't know where she got it. I think it's wild, man. I don't know what the heck that, I don't know if it freaked me out. And I can tell you if I had it, my dogs would probably kill it.
Yeah, definitely. 100% they would.
They would destroy that thing. And I would hate to feel bad, spend all that money on the device and having my dog just like go ape shit.
Yeah.
Kill it. So, but yeah, we'll have a good time. We'll be looking forward to a new year. Looking forward to bringing you guys good content. And also, we want to start off the new year by saying thank you for everyone who decides to show and take their time and make comments and give us feedback and just listen to our show. We really honestly love having you guys here, guys and gals. When I say guys, I'm including humans, not just guys, right? And it really is a lot of fun. We really enjoy doing this every day, and even on days when I don't feel like today, earlier I didn't really feel like, I was like, New Year's Day and people probably are going to show up, and it's a holiday technically for some people. It's a rest day, and especially if anybody was having a little bit of fun last night, they're probably recovering and trying to like watch some football because it is Sunday. The NFL was going on and that kind of thing. So,
talking of football, just quickly, Arsenal's still top of the league.
Okay,
let's get that in there.
Yeah, my Chicago Bears are getting thrashed. Last time I looked, the Lions were taking it was like 38-10. It's been a bad season for the Chicago Bears. Holy crap!
Really?
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. The one bright spot, at least the one bright spot, is Justin Fields, the quarterback. I think is pretty good. The rest of the team, oh boy, yikes. Yeah, it's bad. And I'll tell you right now, if there was relegation in the NFL, the Bears would be getting relegated because they are horrible. Yeah, John Prosser. Sure, that would be. I'd like to have John on. I will tell you though that here's my problem. Not problem. Here's my concern about having really super popular creators on. You're never going to, because they have such visibility, you're never going to get them to be 100% like
they're not going to be
relaxed enough to talk about, like, let it rip, right? They're just not gonna. And so, because remember, if they make a negative comment, then they're going to catch heat for it, right? They're going to really, they're going to catch. I mean, look at what happens with Twitter, just with just general overall comments about tech, and they get roasted. Can you imagine them coming on here and saying something that's either coarse or inappropriate or whatever? And they're, they have images to uphold, whereas we don't really have to do that because we're not. Again, I don't think we do anything that's inappropriate or anything that's, I try not to be.
Not often.
Well, and here's the thing. I would hope that if I did say something in one of these shows that offended somebody, that they would say, hey, man, I really didn't like that take, or hey, that really didn't set well, or whatever. Because, people are going to, make mistakes. They're going to make comments. And, that's what speech is about, right? Is giving comments. But the problem is when we had Super Saf and John Renger, it was fantastic. But it's like, what am I going to get out of? I mean, am I really going to have a real deep conversation with John Renger about maybe something that may get into, I don't want to say controversial waters. I really don't mean that. I just mean like something that would require him to really kind of like really tell it how it is.
It would be good, but
yeah, and I just don't think they're going to. And it's just one of those things where it was good. It was fantastic. I just can't believe they came on our show. I mean, Super Saf actually was really, really a very pleasant person to talk to. And so was John. John just, you could tell he had to move on. He was busy. And stuff like that. All right, Dan, off to bed, mate. We're about ready to wrap it up anyway, so you're not going to miss much. And if you are, download the podcast. You can listen to the last 5 minutes that you missed and then listen to the whole show. And
you can rewatch it. You can rewatch it on the Purposely Pixel channel.
Yeah, and you can rewatch it there too if you want to watch the video component. I mean, if you want to
see these faces. Oh, wrong one.
That way.
I'll do it every time.
I mean, I've never gotten it right. Matt makes fun of me, and he's probably going to jump in there and tell me how much of an idiot I am because it wouldn't be incorrect, basically. But yeah, and this comment by Adit just kind of sums it up for me. He feels like just transition, give it a crap about his image. Yeah. I mean, that also too is when you're trying to talk to these creators, an hour doesn't really have a lot of time. Once you start kind of diving into really one subject, you realize you've already lost half an hour. Just being able to discuss a subject would have any context or having any real wanting to listen. It just, and then by the time you look up, it's like, okay, you have a little time. So, it's having, and also too, is they can go anywhere. I'm sure they probably get hundreds of requests a week to come on shows or come on this podcast or do these collaborations, and I'd rather talk to people who are doing the work, who maybe don't have have the same level of engagement, the same level of focus and drive and talent and content, but aren't going to generate 2 and 3 million subscribers just because they just aren't, because that's just the way it goes now. I'd much rather find out about those individuals and their histories and why they got into and why they do it. Because remember, at this point, we know why John Retner's probably doing it, because he has to. I mean, now that's, this is a brand for him, right? He's a full-time YouTube content creator and is very popular and very talented, right? So why he got into it, I'm sure if I asked John Rettinger in high school, probably this wasn't a thing back when he was probably a young person, right? Maybe for some people, it's just kind of a new thing. So I don't know. It just, again, I would love to have anybody who's willing to come on. If we can get, I would love to have Super Saf again if it was possible. I'd love to talk to John Prosser or Lou from Unbox Therapy. Or I'd love to have these people. Hell, I'd love to have Flossie Carter. Actually, of all the people, I'd love to have Floss on.
Flossie would love it. Flossie would love it.
I think Floss would really enjoy our show.
I think he would. I think he'd love it.
But, again, it's one of those things where, when I reach out to people, they don't know who we are. And that's
what? Seriously?
I know.
They sort themselves out.
Even after all this time, they still don't know. That's okay.
Oh my God.
Well, so that's basically what we're going to discuss. Same format. Nothing's trying to change.
Nothing, unless you think it should. Give us the
unless
feedback.
you have feedback that basically says that we want to try something different, or I might do, we might actually have a show where we'll do, instead of a podcast with just me and you, we'll do an unboxing for the part of the show right here. We'll just both of you will just look at it. We'll just both do it. I mean, we can do whatever you want.
Because I said how much I don't like unboxings, so I'm definitely going to do that.
Yeah. So
I could, to be fair, because I switch up my phone quite a lot now.
Jimmy just throws all these names out, and so most of them I know I don't. But what we need to do is, Jimmy, if you don't, I don't know, do we have our email situation? Is that still kind of in flux, or what are we going to do with that? Our Purposely Pixel email.
We need to sort a new email out.
Okay.
Whether Lenny sorts out or we do a Gmail, generic Gmail.
Yeah. So like I said, because what I want, Jimmy, your homework assignment, since you're so great at everything, you got these guys, give me a list of all these people, because you have this in the chat, and then
Jimmy's our scout.
Yeah, Jimmy's our scout for our.
We're recruiting Jimmy now. Jimmy, you're our scout.
People,
it's official.
Luke Miani. I don't even know who Luke Miani is, but if Luke Miani wants to come on, shit, let's have him on. I don't care. I'll talk to everybody and anybody. It doesn't matter. Yeah, get us a hard list, and we'll, or you can DM Joe on Twitter or something like that, and just give us a list. And
remember, we have got our own Twitter.
Yeah.
NTP __.
Right. So
podcast.
If while we're having some issues getting Lenny's getting the email situation sorted out with the host and everything, so we'll work through all that. But yeah, if you just if Jimmy, if you got a send us a list of these people so we can start.
Elon Musk here. Reach out to Elon Musk.
I don't want Elon Musk. I'm actually tired of looking at that guy. I mean, seriously, come on now, man. Every fucking day now. It's like, dude, I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, serious to God.
It does get tiring.
It's just so. Who cares? It's Twitter. I don't care anymore. It's like now it's old, right? And it's like every time I turn around, Elon Musk did this, and it's like holy shit. Now I know why he bought Twitter. He doesn't want to do anything with Twitter. He could care less. It's now everybody's talking about him every single day, and even people who didn't even know who the hell he was, just because now it's like it's overloading. I'm sure he's a fun guy. I'm sure he's very nice, to talk to. I'm sure he'd be fantastic. And I
think he's a mushroom.
And I think we'd have like 1 million people watching that show because he'd be on. But I'm tired. I'm Elon Musk out. I just need a break from that dude. I don't know. For some reason, I thought that was one of those little jewel thingies that you got in your hand. It's a pen, but I thought it was like one of those little. I thought it was one of those little vape things. They have.
No, I'm not. I don't vape. No, I've got.
I know. Well, neither do I. But apparently, everybody who's under 25, where I work at the country club, they all do it. They all have it.
Yeah, I see it all the time. Yeah.
The one girl said, "I've had it since I was in 7th grade." I was like, "What?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
Grade? It's like you're 12. Okay. Anyways,
everywhere you go now, you see them little vape shops, don't you?
Oh yeah, they're everywhere here. But yeah, for sure.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So we'll You got my dog talking to me. Anyway, Carl Pay. Sure.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Absolutely, because why not?
I reckon he'd enjoy it.
Yeah, we could talk about the Nothing phone, and then maybe have the Nothing Fold.
Yeah.
We could talk.
We could talk about tech in general. I think he'd enjoy it.
Yep, absolutely. So,
Jimmy, sort it out. Get Carl Pay for us.
Yeah. You're gonna actually not only gonna list. What the next thing you don't realize is we're gonna actually have to reach out to these people. You're a PR person.
Yeah, you're PR now.
We'll pay you in love. Let's just put it that way. Let's pay you in like awesome appreciation and like we love you to death. So
yep.
But anyway, so that's gonna be what we're gonna bring you for the new year. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun, and we also hope that everybody decides to hang on this ride of roller coaster ride of fun for the next year, 2023, season 2. This is the first show of season 2, so we will.
The project continues.
Karl Marx. Yeah, he's dead. But we'll give it a shot. We'll reach out to his people. See how that goes. Yikes.
That's just perfect for our show, isn't it? Just have a dead guy on with us.
At this point, we couldn't get any better numbers, so why don't we just get the dead guy? So that's all good. So that will be our show.
The email is podcast@purposelypixel.com.
Yep. So email that to us, or any kind of feedback, just send it to us, or just send it to Joe a chat, or we're also on Instagram and stuff like that. So give us a call. Anyway, that's the show. Joe, any final thoughts before we head out for the New Year's Day show this year, season 2, episode 1?
Just a massive thank you to everyone who comes in live chat. It's much appreciated. Much appreciated. We love you all.
Absolutely.
Have a good year, and hopefully we don't disappoint.
Oh, we'll disappoint. Hopefully we'll try to keep it to
too much.
Yeah, we'll keep it to a minimum. So for myself, for Joe, that is the Nomad Tech project for January 1st, 2023. Season 2 is now in full swing. New logos and everything. I think we have a guest possibly next week, maybe all of January. I think that's what we have lined up. I'll confirm and let you know. But we'll have a good time. It'll be a lot of fun. You guys should just hang out and just keep listening. Tell all your friends.
Listen. Tell your friends, definitely.
Absolutely. So for myself, for Joe, have a good day. Enjoy your tech. Be excellent to each other. Don't get in any trouble. And if you do, have enough money for bail or possibly a barrister or an attorney. And that'll be good. That'll be a lot of fun. And we'll see you next Sunday on the Nomad Tech Project with Sam and Joe. Same time, same channel. Love you guys.
Peace. Goodbye.